Hello and welcome to tonight's show.
Hello and welcome to episode 234 of On The Bench, the podcast for scale modelers by scale modelers, all about scale models. This episode is being brought to you by our latest Patreon supporter, Audie Watkins. You too can be just like Audie. Simply go to www.patreon.com/onthebench and pledge any amount from as little as $1 per month. Your contributions help with our hosting and production costs and are greatly appreciated by the team. OTB is proud to be supported by Scale Model Supply. So let's go over and have a listen to what Scott's got to say.
Are you looking for top quality paints for your next project? Then look no further than the Scale Modeler Supply. Hi, I'm Scott, and as a passionate modeler myself, I've spent years creating the SMS product range, designing them specifically with a scale modeler in mind. We've worked extensively to develop our acrylic lacquer paint range to not only be airbrush ready straight out of the bottle, but also to be very easy to use so that anyone of any skill level can create professional results with minimal effort. Just give the bottle a good shake, pour into your airbrush and spray at 15 psi. So dive into your next project with confidence, knowing that you're backed by one of the finest hobby paints on the market. Head over to our website scalemodeler.com.au to check out our full range and to find your closest retailer.
And hello, benchers, and in the studio I've got Ian.
G'day Dave, g'day Julian, g'day everyone else.
And of course Julian's here as well.
Yeah, good morning.
I can't hear you coming through. What's going on?
Really?
That's
I can hear
better.
you fine.
Oh. Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, I know you're here. Are you here, but are you here?
Yeah, I am here.
He's here.
Well, this episode is about 24 hours late, only because, unfortunately, I had to head off to the east of the state for a potential storm. But we're back here. It's Sunday. I think while we record this, that Heritage Con is kicking off. So the Mooseroot Cup will be judged.
Oh, cool.
We'll find out how poorly I did. I reckon that looking at them, it's a toss-up between three.
Mm-hmm.
Brian Denklow, he did a... Although he went off script. He didn't really do, He didn't really do a Fast and Furious style. He did one with these ridiculous sort of exhaust pipes and these huge wings and everything on it. So
Yeah.
I don't know whether he'd be penalised for that or not.
Well, I mean, it's in the spirit of the original boxing, because it was a Bosozoku... Not Bosozoku, the whatever the subculture is. I'll get corrected by Brian on this. That's the only reason why I second guessed myself there. But yeah, I mean, he just sort of expanded on what the kit was already had. I mean, if they wanted him if they wanted him to really sort of modify it to a Fast and the Furious style build, they should have given him a Fast and the Furious style car.
No, that's true. That's true.
Because that was like a 1980s era car rather than a 90s 2000s era car.
Yeah. Whitey and I had a similar idea, except Whitey pulled it off a bit, executed it a bit better than I did, so we'll see.
So you went with the Japanese fighter pilot scheme.
Yep. And Whitey did the same, except his meatball sort of covers two doors and crosses over to the roof.
Yep.
And this looks a lot better, I think, in my opinion. So
I've seen this done, and I linked you one that I thought was done the best.
Yeah.
Right? And it was, typical automotive, like full glossy finish.
Yep. I did a matte finish.
And the way he did it, because he'd done it with a Nissan Skyline, and if you know, like those Nissan Skylines, they've got actually quite a kind of like a protrusion that comes out where the front quarter panels are.
Yep.
Sort of like where the wing mirrors are mounted, right?
Yeah.
So it sort of sticks out a bit. And he kind of... That's why he did from there forward, he did the whole front of the car black, like the cowl, the engine cowl, on a Zero.
Yeah.
And it really sort of really tied in with the Japanese fighter plane look really well.
Well, why did the same except the bonnet, instead of just pure black, he did the carbon fibre look.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, I hate to say he did a good job. He did a good job.
Yeah, I had a brief look over all of them. And yeah, I mean, like, I'm not going to pass judgment on it at this point because, I mean, obviously I've got some favourites and then there are some ones in there that are finished to a lesser degree but are a better concept and things like that, you know?
Yeah. I think Mike Basket, he was just glad to get over the line.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, he's like me. He didn't enjoy it, I don't think.
You know, I had a good look at yours.
No, don't, because there's
And to be honest, you did a better job than I thought you would.
Oh, well, I don't know whether that's a compliment
There you go.
or a backhand.
No, because I remember specifically talking to you about the window frames. And you were like, oh, what, I got to paint those too?
Yeah, I know, they were annoyed the heck
And then
out of me.
so I half expected you to have not painted them. And then when I saw it painted, I was like,
Yeah.
He did listen.
I did listen.
Yeah.
Yeah. And after you told me, I couldn't not do it because when you look at it, it needs.
it does look
yeah.
really weird, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. So I'm glad I did it, but it was a pain in the butt. I did it the way you told me to do it. So put
the tape on and then
tape on
run
and
the
just
run the knife down it.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
actually works pretty easily.
It did. I was expecting it to be messy, but it wasn't. It was really good.
Yeah.
When
it becomes like quite shallow, because some kits have a more defined sort of ridge, sort of like a channel for you to run your knife in than others. When it gets a bit shallow, you just sort of have to be a bit careful to always sort of pull on the knife evenly without sort of letting it sort of skate around. Yeah.
I had that worry because part of some of the areas of mine went from deep to shallow. And
Yeah, I mean that's part of like one of the reasons why I don't like the older models.
Well, again, I'll say that for as much as I continually sort of bash them, and it's all in fun and jest, car modelers get a raw deal with the amount of good kits out there that are available.
Yeah. Well,
Just saying.
I mean, every genre has its bad kits, but I think there's a lot
more bad car kits than there are aircraft and ship and armour kits, I want to say, because a lot of the armour stuff and aircraft, they're new kits come along that repeat, copy, like an old ME-109, for example, right? So there's lots of old bad kits about that, but there's a heck of a lot of new good kits. Whereas with cars, it takes a long time to come back to a certain model to.
Yeah, so there's a few reasons for this. So one, planes can always be improved in detail over the previous kits. Like say a kit comes out in the 70s, they can do it to a certain, as best as they could for the 70s, and then you can do it again in the 90s, and then again in the 2020s.
Yep.
And improve upon the kits that have come before you. But with cars, it's mostly already all there, and you're not going to be improving much on anything.
Yeah.
So there's not really an incentive to do a kit about the same subject.
Yep.
Then you've got also the licensing. So anyone can do a Messerschmitt, and they don't have to worry about licensing. You might have to worry about licensing if you do a Boeing plane, anything made by Boeing, and
But see,
they very famously have those little holographic stickers that they put on all the boxes.
Yep.
Yeah, and
to let you know.
I don't get that because here's my thing: as a taxpayer, you've already paid for it. So why?
Well, as an American taxpayer, they would have paid for
exactly.
it. Yes.
So why should the model companies then have to pay a licensing fee? That's so dumb.
Yes, but also it's also a fairly old car, so shouldn't the licensing have worn off, kind of thing, right?
Well, yeah.
It's no longer copyrighted, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Or patented. Yeah. But with cars, it's a different matter entirely. Like those are brand names that have to be used with permission.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very true.
That's why Tamiya took their Alfa Romeo cars out of circulation. They weren't making any more kits.
Did the license lapse?
Yeah, they let the license lapse, and then they waited a decade or two, and then refreshed it and did another another run recently.
You think that if you're a car manufacturer, you want model companies to do models of your particular models to promote them, wouldn't you?
Mm.
Yeah, but that's, a lot of corporations are pretty protective about their branding and how that branding is used.
Why are you making money off our
They-
product?
And it's like a err on the side of caution thing where they're like, oh, if it seems like it might be a risk, then we just won't do it. We just won't give it to you.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like, for example, Nintendo is notorious for suing anybody who uses their branding. Even like just fan art and things like that often get shot down. They sue everyone.
Wow.
And it is sort of helped along by the fact that in Japan they're very the laws against copyright infringement are super strong, so no one can touch it. Really, you can't even come near it, kind of thing. Yeah, so that's a thing. But you think about it in terms of video games for cars. There's lots of car games out there, and all of them have got to have a Ford Mustang and a Ferrari and a Lamborghini and all these sort of things. But do they give it to everyone? Do they give it to some of them?
Yeah.
I mean, these are things that happen.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you got to wonder, if brands such as Trumpeter and all that, are they paying license fees?
Of course not.
Trumpeter's Chinese.
You're exactly
Chinese
right.
companies
So
what do they care?
then why penalise a local manufacturer within the country that the original product is purchased, and yet you're letting these other big companies overseas get away with it? See, I don't know. I don't understand the whole process. I think it's confusing. It's stupid.
Yeah, it is not convenient for us anyway.
No.
Us who build models. I
Very
mean, you
true.
would see a lot more fresh stuff going on in the car space if. I mean, Japan, like for example, Hasegawa's been doing a lot of the older 70s cars that have been sort of overlooked until now. That's what all their recent releases have been, and they can afford to do it because they're in Japan and they're right there alongside Nissan and
exactly.
Toyota and
exactly right.
all the rest of them. But they're not doing any Chevys or Fords.
Nope.
So, well, it is what it is.
Yep.
Oh, that. By the way, that also explains. By the way, because have you noticed that? Well, I'm not sure if you would have noticed, but Hasegawa does have a couple of cars in their lineup that are old American cars.
Didn't they do a Cadillac?
Yeah, something like that. But they're renamed to bogus cars
Yeah.
because originally those kits were under their proper name, and then they reboxed them with bogus names because the licensing lapsed.
Yes.
That's one way around it, I guess. Well, we're coming off. I've come off the back of the 48 build Models for Heroes big charity event last weekend, and geez, I had a hoot. I had a hoot of a
Yeah,
time.
it's a lot of fun, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. So, I just thought though. Hang on, before we go into that, back to the Mercury Cup. Which one of us is going to do it next year?
How about we just do it by whoever's the best suited to it? Whoever puts their hand up for
Rather than naming it first, rather than naming the person.
it. Yeah.
All right.
Best foot forward kind of approach. We can't afford to keep...
We can't keep doing this half-assed thing. We got.
well, I mean... it's not fun to really be always outside of our primary genre.
Yeah, out of our comfort zone.
So if it's a P40, Ian has to do it next year.
And don't you think the last two have been designed to sabotage our podcast? It might be going a bit heavy, but
Yeah, you know what? I wouldn't put it
they're
past those
they were
wily
like-
Canadians.
they were going, oh look, Julian's is doing it this year.
Yeah,
we'll
yeah.
throw him a curveball.
Yeah, give him a
oh,
submarine.
Dave, Dave's doing it.
Yeah. I still haven't tracked down who made the decision, but they're in my sights. And when I find them, it ain't going to be pretty. All right.
Gloves are coming off.
Yeah, gloves are definitely coming off. So, 48 and 48. Had an awesome time. So, the Aussie contingent, there was Jeff from Box Builder Creates. Jeff's down in Tasmania. First time I met him. Lovely guy.
Yep.
Of course, we had good mate Craig, good friend of the show from Aussie Scale Models. He was there. Callum, the other half of the word Anzac, was in there.
Yep.
He's a funny guy. Geez, he sat up late. He's like sitting up like the 2 a.m. New Zealand time.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it would have been late.
Yeah, gosh. But he did well. Of course, it was ably led by John Marley from the Scale Modelling Twins. He was the ringmaster, for want of a better word. I was in there. James Skiffins was in there quite a bit, actually, which surprised me. Well, it shouldn't have surprised me because I know him. And we got a couple of special guests came in. We had Clayton from Workbench Hobbies, and we had Stuart from Black Hat Scale Models as well.
Cool.
They came on. And, of course, I mustn't forget Rob Riff sort of popped into the Australian contingent as well to join in the hilarity and fun we were having. And we had a lot of fun. It was a really, really, really great weekend, actually. I didn't expect I'd be able to be on because I was actually on duty for that weekend, but as it turned out, not much was happening, so I was able to
Oh, that's good.
devote a lot more time to it than
Yep.
I thought I would. And I was actually able to finish the model I was building.
Oh, there's a first.
So I did the Trumpeter S-Tank. It had vinyl tracks. Damn, it's black heart. But got them all done.
Which works out good if you're doing a 48 build. Because
You
it's
know-
quick.
Yeah, you're right. You're not wrong there. Terrible fit. Oh my god, terrible. I'm glad it's not. It's definitely not a competition model. That's for sure. But the reason I chose that is because Australia actually has an S tank.
Oh,
We
have-
own one.
Yeah, we bought one for testing.
Yeah, because when we were looking at replacing the Centurions, we bought one of them. We trialled the M48. I want to say was it the Patton? No, it wasn't the Patton. It was the M48. And the Leopard, obviously. And
Yeah.
the Leopard won the trials. So we ended up with Leopard 1. But, so there's one sitting up at the museum at Puckapunyal Tank Museum.
Yeah,
If
cool.
anybody ever wants to get up there
Yep.
and have a look.
We should.
So what colours did you do it?
I just did it green.
Okay.
But I when I say I completed it, it was all finished, it was painted, but it wasn't weathered. Which for me is a feat in itself.
Yes.
So I can the tracks were kind of weathered, did the base colours and everything. And it was really handy having a couple of armour builders online because I was a bit sort of nonplussed as to how to do the track. So
Yep.
got some advice from him. That's a great thing about the 48 and 48. You've got all these sensational builders online that you can say, hey, I've got a question, how do you do this or how do you do that? And, it was just awesome.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
So you did it? Did you do it with all the jerry cans along the side?
No, this hasn't got a lot of jerry cans on the side.
Okay.
The only things I left off were the tent poles. I didn't like the look of it, so I left it off.
Okay.
The camouflage poles that you stick up on it. So I can always go back and put them in if I want to, but so I've just got to weather it now and it'll be done. So, yeah, pretty happy.
Very cool.
I think everyone likes the S tank. I think it's a cool concept.
It's a very cool concept. Great if you're purely defensive. Defensive-wise, I don't know how it would go. Wouldn't go very well.
I guess, yeah. I mean, I wonder how they go nowadays with the whole drone warfare and
Well, yeah. I mean,
and the
Yeah, having a low profile doesn't mean jack nowadays.
yeah, it doesn't do
I
it.
think like javelins that go up and then come down. You know.
Yep. If we see you, we can kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else was I talking about? We had people on talking about this, that. Oh, I should mention, I think worldwide it was over £15,000 collected, which is
Oh, that's impressive. mate.
which is
very
really,
good.
really impressive. I don't know how it compares to last year, and Mr. Skiffins will sort of come back and let everybody know, but I thought that was very, very, very good.
How was the raffle? The
well,
raffle there.
When I was growing up, my mum and dad said to me, never get between a fat man and a buffet.
And you did you?
Well, you get stampeded. But I was over, I popped in a couple of the American feeds and I was watching them. And here's the thing, never get between an American and an auction/raffle.
Oh, yeah.
Those guys play for keeps.
Yep.
Well, we know when we went over to where did we go?
Nats.
Omaha.
Nats, yeah, Omaha, and they just went nuts for the raffles, didn't
Yeah.
they?
Oh, yeah. It's a huge thing over there, isn't it?
Well,
You know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of those old videos of like the stock exchange. You know how they've got their the tickets in their hands and they're like waving it in the air.
Yelling across the room.
Fever, it was really sort of high energy stuff, even though it was, an older crowd.
Yes.
God, I mean,
Head.
yeah, I know that Aussies get a reputation for betting, but geez, these guys, they're on a different level, man. A completely different level.
Oh, yeah.
And, some of the bids that were going in for the stuffers that was on their feed, I just sitting there, got eyes just popped out of my head and my jaws on the ground. I just couldn't believe the prices that were slinging around, which is great. It was awesome for the charity. It really is.
Yep.
But, geez, they play for keeps over there. They really do. So, yes. So, adding to my repertoire, never get between a fat man and a buffet, and never get between a yank and auction/raffle.
Yep. So, did you buy anything?
No, I didn't.
Wow.
I bid it. Oh, actually, I did. I did bid on something. I can't remember what it was, and I won.
What, no TB coin?
No. I bid on something, but for those listeners in Australia, John Marley from the Modelling Twins, he is setting up something similar in Australia.
Good.
And so what I did was, and quite a few other people too, actually, they won the bid, and they just said, okay, that can go straight to John for setting up his side of it.
Oh, cool.
So, which is really good. So, help John sort of start that ball rolling, and we'll see something similar in Australia, which I think is just superb.
Yep.
What was the other thing I was going to say about how wonderful it was? Oh, I can't remember. It was just a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
So I didn't pay too much attention to the auctions just because...
You ain't got any money.
Well, I mean, what are the chances of a car coming up while I happen to be watching?
Well, there was a car. A car did
but
come up.
It's 48 hours, Dave. I'm not going to sit there for 48 hours waiting for one car.
Yeah, you would.
And then is the car a car that I'd be interested in? Probably not.
I don't know.
Exactly. So
Well, you would have lost the auction anyway.
Oh yeah, I
You're
suppose.
such a timid bidder.
Yeah, I'm not one to.
No, you're not, are you?
Nah, I'm not a gambling type.
No.
No, you're not a gambler, man.
No, I'm very risk averse.
Yeah. Yeah, you would have got trampled in the stampede, my friend. That is a fact. That is a fact. But it was a lot of fun, and I'm really excited for next year now. I can't wait for it to come up again.
Cool.
So
Excellent, Dave.
hopefully we'll see you back in there.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. What other modelling news do we have?
Well, big news out of Edward.
Yeah, what's that?
What's coming out this year? 148 scale PBY Catalina.
Oh.
That's going to be huge.
Yeah, and for the scuttlebutt it's the old Revell monogram boxing, which isn't a bad kit in its own.
So they're just using the same tooling, not new tooling?
No.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Why? The old Revell monogram boxing.
Well, if you're going to bring out a new one, at least just give the molds a bit
It
of a
would
kiss.
never be worth it.
No.
It would never be worth it. And it's not like they're getting the molds in their hands anyway. They're just getting like the sprues sent over from whoever currently runs them.
Yeah, but
Germany.
Yeah, it'd be Revel Germany.
You want to run your eyes over and make sure that they're all crisp and
Oh, they
they're
will.
good.
Yeah, they will be. It's a good kit. I've got the kit at home. Not the Edward one because it's not out yet, but the Revell monogram. It's a very good kit.
Well, Edward will be adding some stuff to it, surely.
Of course.
And as far as Edward, as far as Catalinas go, that would be a low mileage set of molds. Because they wouldn't sell too many of them.
And the other one they're bringing, the rumour is they're going to bring out one of the Kinetic F18s.
Oh, really?
Our dear friend Les
He's an F6
always ends up building kinetic type stuff more than anyone I know, and
they'll suit him to the bone, man. Yeah.
yeah, it will. But I mean, I mean, he'll often come in and go, "Oh, this kit, it's giving me some trouble."
It's fighting him.
Yeah, and he's shown me some of the F-16s that he's had to build out of kinetic kits, and
Yeah, they're pretty horrible.
Diabolical.
Yeah. And the other big news from Qatari. Bringing out their second photo reconnaissance Spitfire.
Oh, I didn't see
B-type.
I missed that one too.
Yeah, B-type. This one actually comes with a blue with a blue scheme.
Going back to the Catalina, I wonder if you can, if it's going to come out with the decal so you can do the black hats. Black cats.
Don't know.
That'd be nice.
I don't know as yet. It's still early.
Imagine how impressive that would look. 48 scale Catalina in black.
I think it'd be a bit of a shame to do a plane that big in a kit that big in black.
Oh, no, they look good.
They look good.
Actually, a lot of them are black, but the top of the wings usually camouflaged.
So, just for other listeners, Australia ran a couple of Catalina.
So did Americans.
Squadrons. Well, Americans ran a lot of Catalina squadrons, but ours were called the Black Cats, and they were all painted black, and they used to do missions into the
like
Pacific,
mine laying and
stuff like that. So they're purposely painted black.
And on, I think Monday, my Edward 48 scale B-25 Strafer should be arriving.
Oh, look at you.
With a 5C Spitfire.
Oh, and you bought two.
I bought a 5C, yeah. Don't have that boxing.
Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh.
Can't help myself.
You can't. Oh, the other thing I forgot to mention about 48 and 48, and it's actually quite weird and funny. With the current fuel crisis, I did a meme. And the meme is a picture of a scene from Mad Max. And on it, it says, with the current fuel crisis, soon will be it'll be mohawks and arseless chaps.
Oh, like what was his name from Mad Max 2?
Yeah,
Humongous.
No, not Humongous. It was the other guy.
Yeah, Lord Humongous.
Yeah. Well, anyway, Mr. Clayton Ockerby, damn his black heart, he went and got AI and changed the head and put my head on it.
Oh, perfect.
And so this got floating around. So James Skiffins then pops up and he says, do you mind if we auction that off as a signed copy? So
oh, no. Someone's paid money for it.
Somebody paid, I think, off the top of my head, it was about $200.
Oh, you're kidding.
For a signed copy. Poor Ian's lost it. So I've got a
picture of Dave and arseless chaps.
Yes. But luckily the picture's from the front, so all you see is the leather and the cod piece. You don't see it's not taken from the behind, which is lucky. So this lucky bidder, he's got himself a signed picture of me. And also an OTB.
So the only thing I see wrong with that whole thing is that if he'd done the AI, he should have done AI, but given him your physique.
No, what you can? No, you can't do that. It would look terrible.
Exactly.
Mine just looks terrible as it is anyway. Geez, it was funny as.
Well, no king shaming.
Yeah, well,
if that's what they're into.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
Well, I mean, you could have just said no at the start.
No, I mean it's all for a good cause, so you've got to be in it and play along. So
it's a slippery slope, Dave. Next thing you'll be, people will be requesting feet pictures and all this sort of stuff.
Well,
you'll be up on it'll be up on Wiki Feet.
Well, see, DDA have got the Interceptor from Mad Max 1 out.
The four-door Interceptor.
No, two-door. Is it a four-door Interceptor?
Four-door. It's the XA.
Yeah, the XA is just about to hit the streets, I think.
Should be.
So, maybe I should do that. Model that when they have my picture in the background. I don't know.
Well, I think the chances of you building another car anytime soon are pretty slim.
Yeah.
Right. I think you're right. I think you're 100% right.
Yep.
Mind you, I wouldn't mind building some armoured cars. I don't mind that. Armoured cars.
Yeah, I love the armoured cars.
Any armoured car is great. I like the modern stuff though, not the old timey stuff like
I
you
love
like.
the old timey stuff. It's even more unique.
It's kind of good and it kind of isn't. Yeah. No, I like the modern stuff. It's cooler. Right.
Did you see, what's that? Warhammer 40k. All their new armor kits for the Astra Militarum.
Oh, real?
They've got like something looks like an M3 half track.
Yeah.
Another one that looks like one of those 6-wheel British armoured cars.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Hang on a second, I can dig that and have a look. Brought it up on the computer screen, so you're right. Looks like a 6-wheel armoured car and a half track.
Yeah, it looks very much like a modernised M3.
Well, the armoured cars looks like a regular sort of armoured car that we'd have
Yeah, back in the 70s.
back in the 70s.
Yeah.
So, not much difference at all. So this is for the Astra Militaria.
Militarum,
Militarium crew.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can see you got a machine gun next to the turret, so next to the main gun, so it looks like a bit weird there. But
No, it's 40k, mate.
look, I love their armour stuff and everything, but damn, it's expensive.
Yeah, it's too expensive.
Yeah.
And if the whole thing is to sort of get kids involved and everything, and get them young, get them early. The price points have moved that far that I don't see how they can sort of be doing it still.
Well, so the way that they hook people in is that they have those starter pack type things.
Yeah. Which are pretty reasonable.
Which are a bit
priced.
more, a lot better on the
Price
money
point.
for what you get kind of thing.
Mm.
That's how they do it these days.
Starter packs are still expensive, man. I mean, they'd go for about $60.
Yeah.
$70, and you get what, 4 figures, maybe 6.
No, not those ones. There's ones where you get like an entire sort of like a modest army kind of.
Yeah. Little mini army box set things.
Yeah, so you don't
get like
you don't get a unit, you
you
get
get
like a
like-
whole army,
you
but
get
it's a small army.
Yeah,
and,
you get like about 20 troops,
and you might
a
get
couple of heavy guys, maybe a vehicle,
stuff like that.
and a leader.
But still, I mean, I don't know.
Usually you get like a headquarters,
And-
two troops, one usually something like an attack unit, a heavy support unit, and a vehicle.
And also, they don't just have to pull. They can pull from other avenues other than just the models. They can pull from the video games as well. They can get people in the door through that.
True. But for me, the price point is I just don't see how they can.
And then you've got the actual fact that it's still a board game, right? So, like, someone is already into it.
Yeah.
They invite you along to a game night.
Yeah. But still the price point.
I suppose.
Yeah.
Well, it's harder to justify it in this economy.
Yeah, well,
Well, you know what? I mean,
Which is, in this economy being the most used phrase at the moment.
considering models are plastic's an oil-based product.
I was about to go there. Yes, I was about to go there. So in 12 months' time,
Yeah,
we're
we're gonna be sitting on gold mines.
the sign way.
And you still won't sell.
The sine wave from the shock was going to come down in about a year's time or even less, and bang. You're going to see model prices going up.
Yep.
I've got enough in my stash to keep me going for a long time.
Yeah, but there's always that one pretty thing that shows up. You got to have it.
They got shiny thing. What that?
Look, that's your problem,
Oh, yeah,
man.
that's my problem. Shiny.
I don't have to buy anything for a long time.
Yeah.
How big's your stash?
Big enough.
Define big enough.
I don't know.
Put a number on it.
It'd be less than 50, I think.
Less than 50? Gee, don't even try.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it'd be well under 50.
Oh, my
well
God.
under 50, yeah.
That's good.
That's good.
Yeah, you don't have to. Well, Julian builds like Julian builds. Julian buys what Julian builds. He's not like me.
Yeah, I'm not.
I'm a bowerbird.
I'm not hoarding for my
Like
second.
as soon as they dropped this new Spitfire from Qatari, I was on the computer.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. I've got to get in this.
Help myself.
You've got a problem, dude.
I've got a problem. Yes.
I have to jump on this Qatari bandwagon. I haven't bought anything yet.
Oh,
And
they're so
I'll tell you what,
nice.
that Bolt and Paul Defiant looks.
It's stunning, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why always the Bolt and Paul Defiant?
Because it
It
looks cool.
Well, you think about it. You got a monoplane, you whack a turret in the back, and off you go. Yippee!
I just can't. You know what it's like? It's sort of like seeing someone with like a 20 mil cannon mounted on the back of a sports bike. You're like, that gun is way too big to be on that vehicle, and they can't use it easily.
Well, the concept was good.
And it ruins the concept of the sports bike.
The concept was good. It's just underpowered, unfortunately. But besides the fact it was underpowered, it was just a cool-looking design.
Yeah. Yep. Fully agree.
It appealed to me as a 10-year-old, and it appeals to me as a 60-year-old.
I think that's the only reason why it appeals to people.
What, 'cause it looks cool?
No, because the FX came out with a kit of it back in the day, and it captured everyone's attention. And every modeler's got like sort of some kind of PTSD kind of...
PTSD.
No, not PTSD, like Stockholm Syndrome.
Stockholm Syndrome for a model kit.
Oh, gosh.
That is nuts.
I mean, there's no other way to explain it. Unless you're around when that kit came out, you got no affection for the Bolt and Pull Defiant.
No, the Germans played around with big guns too. They had it on the... I want to say it was
the Henschel HS-129.
I'm sure.
Yeah. So this thing has guns that fire upwards.
Oh, that's the what's it called? Something music, slanted music.
Shrike music.
Yeah,
Or
slanted
jazz music.
But wasn't that on the ME 110? They did that.
Yes.
Yeah, they didn't do it
The
on
ME 210.
For upward, forward facing.
Oh,
Yeah, the ME 210. You know the successor that
210. Yeah, that had it.
And almost every plane,
Dornier 217.
and every plane that's ever had an upward firing gun like that has ended up removing them because it breaks the airframe. Because it's a bad idea.
The 210 had those weird sort of
The
rear
Japanese had it
facing.
with the Key 45.
Yeah.
The 210 had those weird sort of ones on the side at the back of the fuselage, midway down, that fired backwards.
Was that the 410?
Yeah,
No,
look,
the
the 210. Remember?
No, the 410. Oh, yeah, 210, yeah.
Thank you.
They fire upwards.
Well,
They've got a little bit of like a rotation thing, but it's, yeah.
it was definitely the ME 110 that had slanted music. That was the original.
Shrag music, not
Shrag
slanted.
music.
Why don't you get slanted music?
Well, it's called slanted music.
No.
What's the English?
Jazz music.
Jazz music?
Yep.
What are you talking about?
What's the name for the 45-degree upward-facing guns?
Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Ask the Germans.
I've just typed in slanted music into
Yep.
our friend Google, and you're right, German slang for jazz. All right.
See?
Okay. I'm just saying. That's fine.
And they put it in nearly all their night fighters.
Oh, yeah. Well, it made sense, didn't it? Just get the radar contact, sneak up underneath because they're blind there and just shoot up.
I think it was they had something similar slotted into try with the 163 Comet, but this one was had like a light sensitive trigger.
Oh, I remember reading about that, yeah.
Yeah, if it went underneath the
You didn't have to
aircraft,
actually
the
aim,
shadow,
you just flew underneath, yeah.
And the thing had like, I think it had 12 guns on each side.
Yeah.
And like at one shot each.
Bit of a problem if you sort of fly under a dark cloud because it'll shoot at a cloud.
Just shooting at the moon.
Well, you can't. Well, it's the opposite. When shoot at something dark. So if you got a full moon night and there's a big fat dark cloud and you fly underneath it, it'll shoot at the cloud.
All right. If you say so.
Oh well. But I thought the Shrag music stood for. So Shrag is jazz.
Yeah.
In German, is it? There you go. You learn something every day.
Yep.
I guess so. But it's like I said, it's a failed concept. It doesn't work.
No, that worked.
No, it didn't.
It did. How do you know it didn't work?
Because it breaks the airframe.
Okay, no. Well, now we're talking about stresses on airframes. So
Yes.
yeah.
I mean, that's why forward-facing guns work, because it's in line with the stresses of the plane that's moving in that same direction.
Yes, I'd hate to say you're making a good point. Yeah.
Can you imagine if the Bolton Pool Defiant actually had forward-facing guns, and just as he's about to line up a shot, the turret gunner fires off a volley and it throws him off target?
Yeah, you can see it happening.
Yes. All right. All right.
We got sidetracked.
We got sidetracked there.
Oh,
We're
well.
way from modelling. So
Some things need to be said. All right.
Well, something shouldn't be said. We've got a heap of listener mail come in. We got an overloaded mailbag. I think maybe we should sort of dive into that and have a look at what's going on in the world. So, Trevor Hudson writes back again. Remember, he was the guy who was really slow building, and I said to him,
"Oh yeah."
Well, last episode I said that it was at Canberra, but it's not. It was just clarifying. It's going to be Model Expo in June, not ACT.
Oh right, I see.
So, all right.
Right.
So
well, good luck, Trev.
You're going to need it. James Gould writes in, the last episode was doing well until about the 50-minute mark, then it all went to hell. I think it's perhaps because we got Brad on.
Good old Brad.
Yeah, well, funny because there's quite a few emails that come in about our previous guest.
Cool.
And Dr. Morris writes in, guys, great episode in 3D print parts, even if it did include Brad.
Yeah.
Poor Brad.
Gotta say, not really sure how this text. Give my best to the boys and tell Goldfinch I'll be looking for him in Indiana, provided I can recognise his new skinny self. Turned into whatever the heck Brad passed on, something about being skinny as you need to be. Since the original was written, it's hard to even blame it on the old game telephone. I think you call it Chinese Whispers.
Correct.
So you guys opened up with how Brad and I are like a straight man and a comedian. Actually, our friendship is a great example of how the hobby brings people together, even people who seem different, or people who seem very different, in ways that can be as simple as sharing an interest and as deep as lifelong friendships. I'm a hardcore introvert. Even enough that my family used to tease me about being a trapdoor spider that only emerges from its den to eat. Very funny. Anyway, I met Brad when I started to get back into modelling in 2022. So my first lesson is to take the initiative. I poked around Facebook, found a model club in driving distance, and looked at the group's members. And Brad was a new member of the group, so I messaged him. And since he didn't seem to be a psychopath,
Yeah.
I asked him if he wanted to meet me for lunch. Gee, what's the chances of two psychopaths having lunch together?
Yes.
Anyway, we absolutely hit it off, so much so that when we drove to Virginia on our first AMPS Nationals, we talked non-stop for the entire 9 hours. Second lesson is expand your circle. Brad knew just about everyone at Nats and introduced me to dozens of people that we then hung out with. I joke that he's my designed extrovert, designated extrovert, and it's so true that it's really not a joke. Shows should be about people, but when I got to shows on my own, I pretty much stayed on my own because I wasn't good at making new connections, but that was back then. So my third lesson is put yourself out there until you're comfortable enough that it seems natural. People who are now good friends tell me that when they first met me at Nationals, I looked like a deer in the headlights. That's changed now, and I'll readily introduce myself to strangers and make real connections. Fourth lesson, you don't have to put anything but yourself. You don't have to be anything but yourself. Deep down, Brad and I have so much in common that we're honestly closer to each other than we are with our actual brothers. But we're very different too. He's an extrovert who doesn't mind being the centre of attention, while I'm perfectly happy letting him. So you're not far off. He's up on stage trying to be the life of the party, and I'm either feeding straight lines or quietly throwing in snarky zingers, and we're both comfortable being who we are. So, fifth lesson, those relationships can help you enjoy the hobby even more. It's great hanging out with people who love the same things you do. And beyond the social benefits, those connections have let me learn an incredible amount and even get more out of the hobby. So my advice is to put yourself out there, connecting with people who share your hobbies. My hobby and my life are so much better than they were years ago. And that's from the advice from Dr. Dave.
That's brilliant.
It is perfect, yeah.
Yeah. No, he's summed it up quite well.
And he's a nice guy to be
Yeah,
as
he is,
well.
yeah.
We always have fun catching up.
Mhm.
Next one's from Mr. Drew Savage.
Yeah. Hello, Drew.
Hi, Dave, Ian, and Julian. While it may seem a ways off, SilverCon 2026 is rapidly approaching. Less than 8 weeks as I type this.
Well, it's not that far off.
The flyer and the categories are attached. So what's new? For SilverCon 2026, we are rolling out some new categories. In addition to the 50 genre scale-based categories and one dedicated to the 250th anniversary of the founding of the USA, we created standalone categories for resin, 3D prints, all metal, and vac form. Modelers can still put their builds into the genre scale-based categories if they choose to, or try one of these material-specific categories.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I wonder which guy will enter in the back form category.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's usually the old dude.
The old dude's in the corner with the braces. So here's the details. So SilverCon 2026 is going to take place Saturday, May the 16th at the Town and Country Lutheran Church, which is at 4049 Marconi Avenue in Sacramento, California. Doors are going to be open at 9 a.m. with registration for the contest ending at noon, judging starting shortly after. We're rolling out new streamlined registration for 2026, so keep your eyes on the website for details, and that website is all the W's, sacramento-model-club.org. The contest is going to be in IPMS 123 format. As I said, it's 50 categories with several Best Off awards. Categories also dedicated to those under the age of 18. The theme for SilverCon 2026 is heavy metal. Best use of natural metal finish. Oh, here we go. Look out. 2 raffles during the day, one at 11 a.m., one at 2 p.m. And we do hope to do the awards to around 3:30, getting everybody on the road by 4 p.m. Random dad jokes throughout the day on the PA system. Please don't. And the room will be wall-to-wall vendors. So bring some cash. Thanks very much for getting the word out, benches. That's from our good mate Drew Savage, president of IPMS Silver Wings.
Cool.
SilverCon.
Silver Wings.
Yeah, SilverCon is the name of the
SilverCon
event.
is the name of the event, yes. I've been saying it right, haven't I?
You have.
Thank you. Julian, you're making me second guess
No,
myself.
the name of the event is SilverCon. I mean, like, that's what they need to remember.
Oh, God, I got somebody thanking Julian. Here we go.
What?
Jeez.
Just me.
Dermot Crowley writes in, Hi, Julian. Just want to say a big thank you. You very graciously gave me some advice on building my Lotus Super 7 at scale ACT last year, and I wanted to show you the finished product. Not perfect by any means, but I'm pretty happy and really enjoyed the build. I buggered up the paint job on one side, and I know I forgot to put the windshield wipers on. They're in the jar ready to go. But very interesting doing a car build in between doing the Qatari ME 109 and a bombed out tank diorama. It was a good panic cleanser. My thanks to your help. That's Dermot.
Nice. Oh,
Very
that looks
nice.
good. That looks good.
Very cool.
What's the car, is it, Julian?
It's a Lotus 7.
Super 7.
Okay. That's in red.
British sports car.
And he's got the engine, so it's not a curbside.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Oh.
They're kind of like a, road legal race car in a way.
Yeah.
Very bare bones, very, connected to the road sort of driving experience.
Looks like a Morgan. Looks very similar to a Morgan.
They're quite similar to a Caterham.
Right, okay.
Very much so. No, he's done a great job.
Yes.
Like, I actually can't tell a difference between the two, to be honest, but I've never seen them side by side to compare.
That looks fantastic.
I bet they're expensive to buy.
No, that's kind of they're not they're probably not expensive if you're in the UK.
Yeah, okay.
Well, at least compared to a regular car.
Well, I guess so, yeah. All right, thanks, Dermot. And thanks for saying thanks to Julian. That'll please him know when we're going to hear about...
always good to hear about cars.
hear about you banging on about for ages now.
That's fine.
Dave Mason writes in, hi, hope things are doing well. Dave Mason, treasurer of IPMS 2026 Nats in Fort Wayne. And he's just wanting to let us know to get it out there. And I think we might see if we can get him on to have a bit of a chat and reach out to him. See what's going to be happening out there.
Cool.
Brendan W. writes in, hi guys, still a bit of writing. It's been a while. Big shout out to the Podfather for actually finishing a car build. Miracles do happen. Seriously though, great job. Looking at the competition, you've been robbed if you're not on the podium. I don't think so. I know how bad my build is. So he says, I love the zero paint scheme. I've done something similar with an Evo 6 with a matching 1/24th scale zero. So
technically,
hit home.
Technically, the Evo is probably the best subject for that.
I've got no idea what an Evo is. So.
Well, an Evo is a Mitsubishi.
Oh, okay.
So it makes sense to do it like a zero,
yeah,
right?
of course it does, yeah.
Yeah, technically, yeah.
Yeah, technically you're right there. He continues on, I 1000% agree that we car models are the redheaded stepchildren of the hobby. For years we've been fed the same crap kits compared to the aircraft and armour crowd. But it feels like we're starting to catch up, which is about time. See, I told you. I reckon...
You know what? I think the reason for that is because there's only so many aircraft left to do that haven't had a kit, and out of the remaining planes, how many of them are financially viable?
Exactly.
Because no one wants to build, say, a Martin Mars. Oh, yeah, you would.
Oh, you do that in 1/44th.
Nah, you want that proper scale.
No.
It'd be a huge model.
It'd be a huge kit, mate.
See, I knew that would get you salivating.
Drooling.
But that's what I mean. Like, of them, like there's only so many financially viable ones. There's only so many subjects left, and it's kind of that's why I think Hasegawa got out of it, because they're like, we've done all the ones that we think within our reach and we can do really well. Let's move on to a different genre that we can.
Speaking of float planes, I reckon a Mavis in 48 scale would be quite nice.
Mavis,
that big 4-engine Japanese?
No, that's the Emily.
Oh, the Emily, yeah.
And there is already
Mavis
a kit
is
of
like
the Emily.
the Japanese version of the Catalina.
I've done the Emily in 1/44th scale.
Yeah. Even that in 48 would be huge. That'd have a massive footprint.
Yeah, it would.
Anyway,
Brennan Kiss saying on the movie spin-off podcast, I'm into it. It's a good change-up, and there's been more crossover with modelling than people think. Builds, paint schemes, diorama ideas, it all feeds in. A lot of pop culture inspiration there. And then Brendan goes on to say his favourite car movies.
yes.
Anyway, at the end of the day, whether it's finally finishing a kit or getting fired up by a movie, it's all the same thing. Enjoying the hobby and putting some cool stuff on the shelf. Keep up the great work. Bench hard. That's from Brendan.
Oh, it's the scene from Fast and the Furious where it explodes.
So he sent us a picture of what's that car, Julian?
That's an Eclipse.
Right.
They didn't sell that here.
Okay.
Mitsubishi Eclipse.
And he does a diorama of it exploding.
Yeah,
Which I think it's a movie reference, is it?
Yeah. So the car is like cooking off, and they're like, "Oh wait, the NOS," and then they quickly duck for it, and then it explodes.
Ah, okay.
Right, and it's like, well, it's nitrous oxide.
It doesn't explode.
It doesn't explode.
It's Hollywood, man.
Well, I mean, the very first movie was really well known for a lot of liberties taken.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of movies.
Movie cars.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's got the tofu shop. Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, there you go.
Oh, that's from
the car from Omega Man? Omega Man.
No. Is it I Am Legend?
I Am Legend, yeah.
Yeah.
I like the way he's done the Mad Max Interceptor, as half it's brand new and half it's like out in the wasteland.
Yeah.
It's quite interesting.
Yeah, good choice.
Yeah. Great work, mate.
Very good.
I think it's supposed to be like like Mad Max 1, isn't it? Versus Mad Max Fury Road or something, is it?
Yeah.
No, I think it's beyond.
Because like he's done the right-hand side like in that orange tinted kind of look that you often saw in Fury Road and onwards.
Yeah.
Next email comes from Paul Redding. Hello again. A quick thanks, I think, for reading out my email in the last episode. Just to say, hey, don't laugh too much at Hella. The trucks are very good value for money, and interesting if you're into 1980s European trucks, which is a niche that I appreciate. I also build, well, actually stash them, quite a few of the Italeri ones, which have superb liveries but cost a bit more.
You know, I actually have considered maybe building one of those. But I think it's hard for me to justify.
I reckon those Paris Dakar trucks look pretty cool.
Yes, I agree with you there, Ian, 100%.
Yeah.
Build one of them would be really cool.
Yeah. He's also then going to list a whole heap of Paul's going to list a whole heap of his trucks that he's got in 124th.
She's got a few, mate.
Yeah, he does. And he says, I'd also concur if Ian can find an enclosed modelling desk unit, even to snatch a couple of hours here and there, it's good for the soul. The idea of a drop-down writing desk is good. Paints in the back on racks, tools, etc. in the drawers, and a large mat stuck to the drop-down leaf. There must be quite a few out there second-hand for maybe about $100. Some days, even if I glue in just a couple of parts or spray a sprue with a roller can in primer, it feels like progress. It was quite tough hearing how you will be travelling to some shows, but Ian, for all the understandable reasons, has to postpone that for a while. My wife went through that with her father. Anyways, onwards and upwards and keep on going. That's cheers, Paul Redding, otherwise known as Reddo, from France. I didn't know he lived in France.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Very cool.
That explains the law for Hella.
Mm.
No, it doesn't actually, but I'm just saying it does.
They're a French company.
So roll top desk. That's the way to go. Like I was saying, mate. That's the way to go.
Yep.
Keep your cat out of it. Right.
He'll come home and he'll see the cat chewing on the handle for the opening of the desk. It just won't have the strength to open it.
Brad Belsham writes in. Belsheim, whatever you want to say it. Hey boys, thanks for the interview and the great banter. I got some good feedback from folks around the hobby. I don't think so. I don't think it went well according to you. We've had a lot of emails, my friends, saying they weren't happy about it. Anyway, he writes in. Here's my finished comment that we were all chatting about. Looking forward to seeing Goldfinch in August.
Done a nice job on that comment. I think he does a nice job on all his tanks.
Yeah, I hate to say he's not a bad modeller,
He's a bloody good modeller.
He's not a bad modeller.
Very nice, Brad.
He's terrible at taking photos, though, because it's so dark.
Bit of forward lighting.
I'm going to avoid him somehow. Yes, Ian's right. You need some forward lighting on your models because it's all top down and it looks awful. Let's see if he writes in about that. And I think that's it for... Oh, no. While I was on 48 and 48, caught up with a guy called Daz Christie, who turns out had just started up a new hobby club on the North Shore. Funnily enough, it's in New South Wales. Funnily enough, called North Shore Hobby Club. The club just started and has a good group of guys with a variety of interests. So far, we've had talks this year on the Fokker aircraft, 3D printing, stop animation for YouTube, and we're going to be talking soon about scratch building, resin, and Mercedes engines. I've currently got an over-ambitious list of 132nd triplane biplanes to build, and I've got Buckley's chance of finishing that for an upcoming exhibition on the Red Baron's last flight. Second half of the year, they're going to be looking at some Royal Australian Navy ships and some aircraft that grandfather flew.
Cool.
So very busy. Looking forward to your next episode, and it was great to drop into 48. Let's all see John's project take off. That's John Marley about doing the Aussie version. and fill up the rest of his garage. And sorry to Stuart, but I've got plans for an F-35 and not going to donate it to John. So there you go. Thanks, Dave, and of course to all the benchmates. Thank you. So for that new model club, it's called Sydney Northside Model Builders, and they meet on the last Thursday of the month at 6 o'clock till about 8:30, and they meet at the Mossman Library. So drop in, and no booking required. Just come along.
Yeah, if you're in the area.
Enjoy the fellowship.
Yes.
I do believe that they have a
Facebook page?
no. It's what's the other thing? A WhatsApp.
A WhatsApp.
Yeah. So if you just can you Google? I guess Google Scale Maker Hobby Club on WhatsApp, and there you go.
Cool.
Meet like-minded people and discuss interests in the hobby.
Yes.
So Mossman Library, for those of you who don't know, is at 605A Military Road in Mossman, New South Wales. Go check them out. Go and support them.
Yep.
It's all good.
Sounds good.
And that is it for mail. That was a big bag.
Yeah, it was. Very big mailbag.
If you want to write in, we'd love to hear from you, of course. You can write into us at onthebench64@gmail.com.
Yes.
Love hearing about you. I love it even more when you write in and tell me how wonderful I am. Doesn't want this way to go.
Freaking hell, man.
Sweet little eyes.
God.
I think we'll go straight to the
Wheel of
Wheel
Fortune.
of Fortune. And in big news, we have no more coins to give out now. They're all
Gave away
gone.
the last coin.
The last of the coins went on 48 and 48.
So what do we now? So what's the prize now? A picture of Dave in chaps freaking pants.
You can have
Put some lippy on.
you can have
A big kiss mark on the photo and sign it, "Love from Dave." Is that the new prize or
you
what?
can have a signed picture of me in arseless chaps with a codpiece.
Couldn't think of anything worse.
Or how about an OTB t-shirt?
Sounds even better.
Yeah, you want that? Well, if you really want, I can give you both, but I think the t-shirt might be better. So.
Actually, on the t-shirt.
Look, I don't need any more, nightmare fuel.
Oh, gosh.
All
So,
right.
let's turn around. We'll do a spin. And the winner is Brandon Gentry. All right.
Yeah. Well done, Brandon. Congrats.
I'll be sending you an email and organising your t-shirt.
Sounds groovy.
Right, gang. I think it's getting pretty close to it.
Yeah. It was a show about nothing.
It was a show about nothing, and sometimes you got to just, have a show about nothing.
Have a banter.
Yeah. Much like the Seinfeld show, a show all about nothing.
Yes.
Sign off.
Sign off.
All right.
Adios, everybody.
Thank you. And Julian,
Yeah.
another short and sharp one.
I don't know what to say.
I know you never know what to say. Lord knows we wish you wouldn't say anything most of the time.
You should see when I leave people's houses. I just get up and leave.
Where's Julian? I don't know. He went.
Yeah, people wonder why they bother inviting him. Anyway, okay, guys, thanks very much. We'll be back in a fortnight.
Bye.